It's definitely the biggest race in the industry, and it's something that everyone tries to win. Me to win it at such a young age, something I'll never forget.
You sort of emerged from nowhere to win the biggest race in the sport, the Inter-Dominion, with a washed-up pacer, and you won it in the most dramatic of fashion with that protest. But winning the Inter-Dominion as a young trainer, what did it mean to you?
Yeah, look, it's probably not the way I wanted to win it. I was cheering that we'd run second, and I was walking back down to the stables, and I seen that on the replay, that he just got cut off a little bit when he was making his run to the inside. And then once he checked and had to come around again and got so close, I thought we'd have a chance in the steward's room.
And then he got into the steward's room and you were adamant that Boncel Benjamin was going to go past Expensive Ego.
Definitely. The ground that he made up in such a fast quarter after being checked was phenomenal, and yeah, I definitely think he would have went straight past him.
And once you actually got the verdict and you'd won the Inter-Dominion final, how did you feel?
Relieved more than anything. I think a lot of people doubted me and the horse, but it was just such a great thrill.
To a lot of people, you just emerged from nowhere to win the biggest race in the sport, the Inter-Dominion. But tell us about your background. Harness racing was in your family?
Yeah, my dad was a trainer early on. Later on in life, he got out of it. But yeah, he still watches all the races, and he's quite hard on me. He's a hard judge. He's probably my biggest mentor in the game.
Your fellow trainers say that you're a little bit of a horse whisperer. You've just got that knack around horses. Tell us about that.
I think you got to have your horse happy, and you got to know how to get your horse happy. And I work every horse. I do every fast work on them. I've just got that sense where I can feel where a horse feels really good, and just the little things that they do. They're all different. Majestic Cruiser, for one, he'll always have his eyeballs popping out of his head and his ears forward, and he'll be wanting you to brush him. That's when you know he's right. Like, he keeps getting better and better, and he wants to try for you now, if you know what I mean. It's definitely my favourite. I've become attached to him, actually.
Majestic Cruiser up on the outside, storms the self-assured, and it's an Australian messenger win.
Beating the Kiwis in New Zealand with Majestic Cruiser, that must have been something else.
Yeah, definitely. It's not very often Aussies go over there and beat the Kiwis. It was definitely one of my career highlights.
And they'd pretty much written you off, hadn't they?
Yeah, they did. He was one of the outsiders when he won that race, and just the few gear changes we made through the week definitely helped him, and he was a different horse.
He's a real favourite of yours.
Yeah, he's me boy. I love him.
The Majestic Cruiser might be the stable star, but this guy, Firefox, could be the next big thing.
Yeah, definitely. He's a really high-speed horse. He's probably the fastest horse I've ever sat behind, point to point. We've just got to get his manners right, but I think he could be the next big thing for me.
Could this boy be a Miracle Mile horse?
Definitely. That's the plan with him. He's probably not a long-distance horse, but he's got high speed and he's good over the mile.
You've won the Inter-Dominion, you've gone across to New Zealand and beaten the best over there. What's next?
Probably just racing the big races, you know. I'd like to travel to New Zealand again. I'll probably keep my team small and just have the better horses and race in the bigger races.